Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements, Holy Spirit. In this season of gratitude, what does Aries have to be grateful for now or in the future? I think you're going to be grateful for not overthinking a situation. This is the waxing gibbous moon in Pisces, and this is the waxing gibbous moon in Capricorn. But Aries, you're being told don't overthink the situation. Let's get more cards on the situation. So I'm not overthinking it. Let's get Spirit's advice. What does Aries have to be grateful for? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, look at this. Okay. Future energy. Okay. Oh. Future energy, Aries, gratitude. Okay. Don't overthink the situation. Waxing gibbous energy is very important because it's on the card, and today happens to be the waxing gibbous phase of the moon. You open up with the Ten of Swords, a painful ending to a difficult cycle. A lot of lessons were learned, or you just went through something. Some of you just went through a very painful situation, something that affects you. It affected you deeply. Yeah. And could have been you or somebody around you, but it impacted you. There's just sadness, like a lower energy, melancholy. That's what I was looking for, that word, melancholy energy, like very out of it, down, sad. Okay. And for some reason, I think this is you, Leo energy, bringing light, truth, clarity, warmth, tenderness, compassion. You're being the Emperor here. Maybe you're helping somebody through a difficult situation. And Spirit says, don't overthink something. Don't overthink the situation, maybe. Maybe it's time to move on from thinking about the situation. Yes, I do feel that with the Sun. The waning gibbous phase of the moon is about a readjustment, review, reevaluation. Right. It's about adjusting, making an adjustment from the current situation into a new situation. You're being guided with the Sun, and you have the Ace of Wands. All aces are a blessing for me, but this is a blessing of having the courage, the confidence, the fortitude, the vision to move forward. So out of a very tense, sad, discontent, unhappy situation, maybe you're the one who is bringing the playfulness, because the Sun has this little baby on a horse, very playful, very innocent, unaware of maybe past pains or sorrows, but focused on bringing the passion, the fun, the playfulness back into life. And because that's your role, you get blessed for doing that. For being with them as they were going through something painful, or for you being able to overcome a painful situation. And look at this. You are the Emperor. This is at the center of this all. You being you, knowing that sometimes feelings and emotions as a wand are temporary, right? So this sadness was temporary. And I do feel like you had to pull yourself out of it, or maybe you were pulling yourself, but someone else, right? Maybe you were the one offering the support. The Emperor often helps. And this is a time of giving. That's why you're blessed. You're blessed. The Sun, the Emperor. Sometimes you felt like you couldn't go on, but behind these two cards, you always find the strength, the courage, the confidence, the fortitude to continue forward. You do. You're a forger. Like, you create new paths. The Emperor, the Empress. So absolutely, this is worth it. Taking stock at this moment, making the necessary adjustments to move out of a very negative, depressive energy forward. It is worth it. It is going to be worth it, definitely. And also, this may enlighten you to a path, self-discovery. You could be a light worker. It is about discovering your purpose, your destiny, your fate, moving towards that, growth in that area. That's what this Ace of Wands is. First, you had to go through the lessons. That's why you open up with the Ten of Swords. But look how everything turns out so beautifully, because you accept the fact that things are going to happen, good and bad, right? Yeah, I do see you bringing excitement, praying, being still. It was probably all these retrogrades, Mars. I don't think your planet was retrograde, but when you have 6 other planets retrograde, we all feel it. We all feel it, are affected by it. So maybe also you're being told to get some rest, because I think you're tired. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling, the need to lay down. This was exhausting. And getting to the point of the Sun and the Ace of Wands, learning your purpose for being around this situation. There's a light definitely going off with the Sun. There's enlightenment, awareness, being made aware. But your excitement comes back in the end. Sometimes when we have to be there for others, we can't act in our own energy because we're in an energy of trying to absorb their energy and make sense of it and turn it around and be supportive. I just feel that for you right now. And yes, it is worth it. Okay. Yes, tell me more for Aries. Why is Aries going to be happy? Why? Because you discover your purpose. You get blessed for everything you do. Ace of Cups, another ace. Loving yourself has taught you how to love others and be there for others, or you come from a lineage of caregivers, okay? Yeah, you are a light worker. There's something here that comes natural to you as an extension of generations before you. This is being communicated to you with the Eight of Wands, and now you're hearing it. So you if you heard it back then, it wouldn't have had the same impact as it's having now, because you're dealing with a very tender situation. Five of Swords. And it came out crossing the situation. The need to fight. The need to fight your way back after a battle. Possibly a loss. But the Five of Swords is about winners and losers. So there was a loss, but you fight your way back. You teach people how to rebalance themselves, how to recalibrate themselves, something like that. And that kind of leads you to your purpose. But then that puts you all in your head. And Spirit is saying, don't overthink this situation. I believe when it comes to your purpose, your direction, or some type of self-discovery. That's what Spirit wants you not to overthink it. Just accept it. You know, there is some confusion surrounding this, and I think this is about energies greater than yourself wanting to impact you regarding this situation. Just do what your intuition is telling you to do here, because I see a lot of energy that's kind of conflicting. The Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. Yeah, they want to stop you from feeling what you're feeling and reacting to those feelings. And Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Feel, interpret what is going on internally, and take action with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. That's all about listening to your heart and taking your feelings, your emotions, and taking the appropriate action. I just said this. Listen within. The answers lie within. Listen to your intuition's quiet voice. You know, my grandmother always used to say that your Spirit is not boisterous, pushy, shouting, any of that. He's very quiet, small voice. But you hear it, and it's in your dialect, so you can't deny that you heard what it said. And that's what you should be listening to right now. Don't overthink the situation. Listen to the quiet voice and take action with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. You know, sometimes the Emperor is hard-headed. I don't know why I'm getting this, but sometimes the Emperor is hard-headed. Like, he's so loud because he is. He's a fighter. He's assertive. He's ruled by Mars. And sometimes that he tries to drown out that voice. I don't know why I'm being told this, but somebody's not listening, right, to that, because it's a small voice. But the Emperor is a warrior, a fighter, and so they could be drowning out that voice. That's why this is about you listening to that intuition, getting quiet. Protection through intuition. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, your intuition shields you from harm. Trust its warnings. Don't overthink it, just trust. Deep. Tell me about love, Spirit. Tell me about love right now. Where are my romance angels? Let's see. Aries, gratitude. You're going to be grateful that your intuition gave you an answer, a direction, a warning at the right time. It's like it was divine time, right on time. Yeah, you're going to be grateful for that. Not thinking about it, just taking the action. Love. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So some of you are involved already, and you have a very close bond. That's why you were there for this person, or they were there for you. You have a tight chemistry right now. Your vibration is similar. It's high. You're the Emperor. They have to be the Empress, vice versa. Oh, yeah. You need a strong person. Right. Go ahead and make the romantic gestures. Being there for that person, cooking for them, being supportive in any way that they need you, driving them someplace. Absolutely. It's either you're giving this type of energy or you're the recipient of it. And this is your mate. This is who you love. Maybe also you're thinking of ways to return the favor. Okay, some of you, the Spirit is saying take action. Don't mull it over. Just do little things. They don't have to be big. Some of you just opening up your heart, sitting and listening and conversing. Just talking with them and being in their company. I don't know what kind of loss this is, but I do see there is the Ten of Swords and sadness with the Four of Cups. Very disappointment. Head is hung down, not with it, in a very sullen mood, very, right. So sometimes just talking, right? Being there for somebody. I think that's very important. And you've been doing that, like putting them first, putting your needs second. But it's brought you some blessings. You've been acting like a cup, paying attention to their feelings, their emotions, and trying to keep them up. Or they're doing that to you. Yeah. And this has caused, for those of you that are already together, your relationship to go deeper, your bond. Whatever you've been going through in the past, right now, it has like, you two are aligned. That's the word I want to say. You two are aligned, and you're really seeing how deeply this chemistry, this vibration, this attraction is. It is love, a deeper level of love. For some of you, there's somebody you have chemistry with already, and getting honest with them about your feelings, or maybe they get honest with you. It comes out in conversation quite innocently, but you two realize that you feel something a little more for each other. I feel like it dwarfs into love. Something dwarfs into love. There's somebody you could have had an attraction with, and it rises, the relationship rises to a new level. Anything else with the romance angels? Tell me about this new person. For some of you, it's brand spanking new. Confirmation that this is a soulmate that you're currently with, or that you are going to meet through conversation. There's going to be magnetic chemistry. You're going to feel it. And that's going to cause you to make a romantic gesture to let them know you're feeling them, or they'll let you know. Didn't I say divine timing? That's what's going to happen when you listen to your intuition. It's going to give you the signal right on time. And your job is to listen to it and then take action. Right, because this is about winning and losing, and it's about you being victorious. Divine has a situation that he wants you to be victorious over. He wants you to overcome any problems within this connection, because for some reason it's all about this connection and this soulmate, either the love deepening or a new love, a new phase in love appearing. Okay. What else does Aries need to know, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. This person, you're the last person on my mind before I fall asleep. Wow. They are really feeling you. Let's get some other confessions about how they feel. You are the first person on my mind when I wake up, the last person on my mind before I fall asleep. Wow. For some of you, it's a new union, and it's imminent. And right now, both of you are at the point of getting ready. If this is a brand new love, you're getting ready for this union, for this meeting. You both are working hard on yourselves as individuals. This is making it happen sooner, I'm hearing. Yeah, the communication again, the heart-to-heart conversations brings it out. It shows the chemistry, the banter back and forth, and things escalate from there. Like you two really begin to open up. Soon, this is going to happen, this union. Wow. What else, Spirit? What else do they want to say to each other? There's an intensity. My feelings for you are overwhelming me sometimes. Rest assured, by taking things slowly and patiently, we'll feel comfortable with each other and the changes that are happening. Right. It's about comfortability here, Aries. Your comfortability, like you making them feel comfortable going at an even pace, pulling them out of that depression to a higher level, or meeting somebody new and going at a pace where you're able to have these conversations that give you so much insight into who it is that you're becoming attracted to. Don't overthink this situation. Just let it go. Just let it go. What else does Aries need to know? Because you're the Emperor. The Emperor puts on his King or Queen of Swords hat, and sometimes that slows you down. Spirit's saying, don't overthink this. Just be reactive. Be spontaneous. Yeah, this is what he's telling you. Some of you have been very patient. You've been waiting. So you're in a state of lackadaisicalness. Right, you're very lax. But something's getting ready to happen. It said soon, something's going to happen, soon. So, yeah, it's going to be intense, and he wants you to be ready for it. You've been patient, so get back into the heart space of desiring what you want. Because look, this was someone who's destined and fated. You do have the wheel. Yeah, you probably knew them in a past life in the fifth dimension, but this union is getting ready to occur in the third dimension. You two are going to cross paths. Yes, this is going to be everything that you prayed for, Aries. And if you aren't crossing paths, maybe you get married. Maybe you were living together, 22, 33. Maybe you were living and now you're going to make the commitment, get married. Something soon is going to intensify the relationship, deepen the commitment. Maybe you decide to get married again. I don't know what this is. But I'm going to end on an angel number here. You're going to be grateful. You can tell that, right? Yeah, this situation has deepened your love for each other or introduced you to new love. That's it. Get ready. 8888, your personal power. Material and a spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain. This is about also an epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number 8888 to reassure you of prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. Your personal power is going to increase. Imagine that. If you believe this, put 8888 in the comments for me, and I'm going to keep you in prayer as I do all my subscribers. Until the next moon phase, namaste.